Hey everybody, welcome back. Gonna do this video. It shouldn't be a very long one about the buckets. As you can see, this is what I'm talking about. You can go to Home Depot, you can go to anywhere that sells, but you gotta make sure you got lids. Doesn't have to necessarily be these. You can use totes, as you can see kind of over there. You can use totes with lids, but I recommend a bucket because it seals a lot better. And you can get the lids and stuff on it like this one. This one actually just came with some cleaning supplies and stuff in it, but you have it there. This is what I was talking about, the trash bags. If you ever get to where we're inside with that 3 days of darkness thing or something like that, I know this sounds crazy, but it's no different than going camping or going somewhere to where you're going to like a porta pot or something. That's what this bucket's going to represent. And I think you get the idea of what I'm saying. Because you can do what you got to do, ball it up, and you don't have to have it in there. Because if you end up in a situation where there's no running water, they shut water off. That's why I said fill up your tubs, fill up everything, but use that for kind of like cleaning and doing other things that you got to do. Now, those other buckets, I would still recommend putting a trash bag in. I don't care if they're brand new or not. That way you still can wrap them up and protect your stuff even more in case the seal or something goes wrong. Now, as you can see, you're not going to have a lot of choices of what you're doing. Protein is, you know, like little sausages. Make sure
Keep you alive.
you get an old style can opener. You know, the ones you push down. For some of you youth, is what we used to open our cans with before the electric can openers. Some of them had a thing that you put down in there and you turned the handle on top and it would turn restaurant stuff. But anyway, stuff like this, chili in a can, pull tabs. I would say try to get pull tabs. This stuff you can just drop straight into these buckets. You can cook outside if we're allowed to go outside. If not, like if you're in somewhere, like I talk about going to these caves a lot. I literally picture what I could do in there and how I can get the smoke and stuff like that. During the day, it'll draw stuff in, the smoke lights and stuff like that. But if we do go into a lockdown situation and they do shut our power and utilities and everything like our necessary way that we do daily life, if you got a fireplace, turn it into an oven, a stove. You can put firewood in there. I recommend getting charcoal. Take bags of charcoal and just put it in trash bags, tie it up. Even if it never needs it, most people got charcoal grills, or you go to a campsite or something or a park where you eventually use it. But wipes, they're clean. You can wipe yourself with it. You can clean yourself up with it. People, when you got to go into survival mode, I wish I had these when I was younger to take some of that smell and stuff off you. Stuff like this works. You can also pack shorts, as you see here, first aid kit. Pack that stuff in there, because and what I'm saying is, if you got like cubby holes like we have, I call it the kind of stinky, smelly room. But when you go in there, we have access panels. You can put stuff, these buckets, after you put the lid on them down inside totes, and pack it away in there. Because if people come in, as you can see, the pantry, they're going to hit whatever they can hit. They're going to try to take quickly to get in and out. But, like Darlene mentioned earlier, this milk, it's got to be refrigerated though.
After you open it.
But until then, this single serving, right here, yeah, I did leave it out. Stuff like this for your kids. You can get this stuff, dump it in there in a cup, put like a plastic cup and stuff in there, mix it up, and you have something that's going. I drink one of these in the morning when I was in the truck, and I was fine for a few hours down the line.
I'm getting protein, vegetables, calcium.
Right. So then you look at stuff like this, ketchup, you got salt, mayonnaise. This stuff, once you open it, who cares? Pitch it. Here you go. Crackers. You can put peanut butter in there.
A good healthy snack.
Put this stuff in there. You can survive on the peanut butter.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's protein.
You look at
And it doesn't go bad.
Stuff like this. This stuff is not healthy, by the way.
Sure it is.
You want to see healthy? Here is
No.
health. Now this stuff.
That I do not recommend.
This stuff is really good for you.
Pure sugar.
Look at what it has done for me.
Sugar equals dehydration.
Now,
No.
stuff like this.
No.
I know it's not healthy, but it lasts. Trust me.
It's,
You're
calories.
looking at not so much healthy now. You're looking at survival because anything healthy isn't going to work in them buckets.
You're looking at calories, no matter how you get them.
Right.
Yeah. Your body
This,
runs on calories.
you can make it. These things down, where they at?
Your number one thing, though, would be your canned protein.
Right.
Because your body needs protein.
And that's what I was going to tell you. Like soups, if these tops, I know you're going to think dates. No. If this top is like this, if it's popped upwards to where it's making like a crest and you can push down on it, don't eat it. It's going to make you really sick.
But you can add vegetables to that.
Peanuts, well, this is like a vegetable soup.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying you could add more
Right.
vegetables to it, feed your family.
Mixed vegetables, I'm saying mixed vegetables because you, just like she said, you can add it to anything. Tomato soup, you can add this to pretty much anything and you're still going to be good. Nuts,
And the fruits would be good, too, and the vegetables,
Right.
because you get your vitamin C, which helps keep your immune system strong.
same thing here. And you got fruit cocktail, you got your regular canned fruit.
Got a stash of nuts over there.
Yeah.
I'm going to show you. Look at all them walnuts.
But now, think about
And
this.
pistachios.
As you're looking through all this, rice, you could put a separate bucket just with a nice little saucepan in there and drop this stuff in there. That's why I'm saying save your bath water, fill up your tubs, your sinks, and save that for in there. But also, I don't have them out here, but anyways, like jugs like this. Because supposedly, when this 3 days of darkness comes in, we're going to have time to fill up your jugs.
Yes.
Fill up anything to start saving water jugs like this. You can even go down to Walmart and stuff like that to get them refilled. But the problem is, once you open these, you got to watch too because the plastic can make you sick if you let this stuff sit too long. So I recommend if you're going to do this style, only keep the empty ones, clean them with soap and water, leave them sitting off to the side, and then fill them as its time comes. Otherwise, I don't recommend it unless they're brand new. But
Don't forget blankets.
well, if you're going to be inside, yeah. But if not,
You're going to be inside.
huh?
You're going to be inside that 3 days of darkness.
Right, but you'll have the blankets and stuff off your beds. Now, if you have to travel and things are going to turn different, I recommend sleeping bags. Go to Goodwill, go to anywhere, and have yourself a good sleeping bag. This, even though it's not healthy, but if you need like sweetener or something,
That is healthy, by the way.
right here,
Well, honey.
you could put this honey into anything, into a tea bag. And again, you can boil that, still have tea, still have something to put in it that's not going to go bad.
Mix it in your peanut butter.
Noodles, like this stuff, even if you don't have meat, it's got the sauce packages, it's got the stuff in there. People, you can throw tuna into this. Is actually tuna here. No, that's beef. But either way,
But
you can
any
put,
of 'em.
You can put tuna in
Yeah.
any of this stuff.
You got canned salmon, all kinds of
There you go. So,
kinds of canned stuff you can
Pasta,
get.
you can boil pasta. Mac and
Beans.
cheese,
I don't know if we have beans out here, but canned beans are one of the best things you can eat
somewhere.
because it's got beans have full protein.
You can get things like this. Boil water, dump it in here. You got oatmeal. You can put raisins in it. You can put nuts, whatever you like in it. But you still have these options. Now, it's more expensive, but I will show you something else. It's kind of mind the mess. It's still a work in progress.
Isn't a man's garage always a work in progress?
Right. You can go down to any place that sells military stuff, like uniforms and stuff like that. It comes with a snack and everything, people.
Well, some of your food pantries had them. That's
Right.
where we got ours from volunteering in a food pantry, and those came through when COVID hit.
Right.
So you can get those at your food banks. A lot of them.
See, there's a Tootsie Roll in there. How can you go wrong with Tootsie
Ooh,
Roll? But either way,
military people like candy too.
I do have, believe it or
That's
not,
what they're from, actually.
a little bit of education on Tootsie Rolls. Tootsie Rolls was back during the war times.
Yep.
They made these things. That's originally what they were made for.
That's what made me think of that.
So, anyways, stuff like this. You can put different stuff, whatever, but you got to think along. You want to not fill up your space with stuff. I mean, it's good to have, trust me, especially if you have soups or something like that. But I would recommend the box because you could take the packages out once you open this stuff. I mean, how long is this really going to last? What you're thinking about is long-term survival to where you may only eat one meal a day. It may get down to that. It may get to the point where the government starts locking down. Yeah, I'm talking after the 3 days of darkness, and I believe once we hit this 3 days of darkness, I believe Jesus is going to stand in the cloud. And remember, I did the video on the rapture and the second coming. Two totally separate things, and the Bible even backs this up. Two totally separate things there. So I believe that he's going to rise up some people, and that's why I believe I still have these dreams and these visions of going to New York and taking people of all places down to the Dakotas, because I've been in those caves and stuff down there, and I know you might say, well, hey Nelson, what if they hear this and go there? All technology is going to be gone. So
True.
anyways, yeah, I was like, what is that? I really recommend these. These are so good.
And you know those canned beans are good too. Anything canned protein, because that's going to hold you over for a while,
That's what
a lot longer than carbs will. Carbs are sugar. So anything with protein, fiber in a can, especially your beans, it's got both. That is going to hold you over a lot longer, as far as you won't need as much to fill you up.
Right.
And the oats as well. You won't need as much to fill you up, and it takes longer to digest. So
And-
you'll feel fuller longer.
And how can you go wrong with Wolf brand chili with beans and
And you can add more beans to
Look
it.
at that, right?
Yeah.
man, that looks good.
You can add diced tomatoes, what you got in the can over there, to it.
But anyways, I thought I had a smaller first aid kit. But anyways, first aid kit, people. Some kind of knife. I don't have it on me. Normally I do. Just like a basic razor knife that you can replace the blades. Go to Home Depot, you can get the pack of blades and the knife for a certain price. And I would throw it in there because you never know what you're going to have to cut stuff.
I got one in the house if you want me to go in and get it.
This rope here, it's the reason why I leave it hanging, because I always want to know where it is, because I did a lot. You know, I actually got a couple of these ropes before and intertwined with zip ties, boards from trees. Pine trees are the best because the branches bend a lot easier, and this is how I kept myself off the ground, so I didn't get wet or anything. But she's gonna go get a knife, but in the meantime, say hello.
Hello.
But anyways, hopefully, and as you can see, stuff like that I've been putting clothes in down there, water. As you can see over here, stuff that I'm getting ready to start throwing in there. This is grits. I love grits and cheese, but potassium. Yes, I take a lot of potassium. Well, not a lot, but you know, the recommended thing. Now these right here, you could go to like the Dollar Tree. You could go to like the Dollar Tree, and these come with the lid and a little spoon, which are awesome because this is what I use in the truck. Yes, don't forget the Bible. Okay, she's gonna show you one of these knives with the removable blades, which, just in case you don't know, but right there,
And you clip it to your
you in those things right, the little clip, that's what I slide in my front pocket, right there, and I know it's always there, and I can always reach for it, and I don't go anywhere without it, as you can see.
And your kids, you
Right.
keep it out of the hands of your kids, because this one here opens
True.
very easily, but some of them, Don't open that easily.
And let me tell you, I was trimming
Put a safety on it. Or
some baseboard the other day, and I gashed myself pretty good with one. So either way, folks, there you are. There's my volunteer.
don't forget the gum.
Oh,
Gotta have the gum.
yeah, don't forget the gum.
Have a good stash of gum.
Gotta have. There's gum. People, I'm telling you, she's got gum in purses, and look at this.
I got it in my pantry bag.
I just want to show you this before I end this video. Look at this. This little car holder thing. See that? See, wait, there's the gum right there. She fills that with other gum.
Yeah.
So
my stash.
you can see water.
That came
So-
from the pantry. You can get that stuff from the pantry, guys, for free. Go check out your local pantries, your churches, your food pantries. Salvation Army in your city should have a pantry.
Right.
Good Neighbors, Open M. Those are the three major ones that I know of. Salvation Army, the one that I'm at, I tell you what, people, they give a lot of food and water, all kinds of different things. So check them out. And as far as I know, right now, since COVID's been ended, there is no income guidelines.
Right.
So everybody is eligible and take advantage of it. It keeps money in your pocket.
One of the other things too,
More money in your pocket.
keep in fact of pan wise and stuff, because you could take just simple coconut oil and kernels and make popcorn, because that's how we do it.
And that's a good fiber healthy
So,
snack, especially for your kids.
Stuff like this, which I just now seen. I know it's Atkins and stuff like that, but you can survive on some of this stuff.
Yeah.
If you got young kids, the idea is to make sure that they're not going to be making a lot of noise.
That actually came from the food bank.
Right. So, anyways, guys, there you go. So it gives you kind of a concept and thought.
Canned milk here. I just want
Right.
to show that real quick.
Yeah,
You can get coconut milk,
There you go.
and that is a real healthy milk.
And you could dump that in cereal.
You can put it in anything. It's
You
real
know.
tasty too. You got to mix it up a little because it's. You'll see when you open it, the fat accumulates.
Pasta. You can get one of these lids like this container of pasta. To put pasta in, and you can store it once you open a box. People, there's so many different ways you could do stuff. This is just kind of giving you an idea of what you can or can't do.
Yeah.
All right, my assistant.
Number one though, canned protein, nuts, canned vegetables and fruits.
Right. Okay, guys. Here you go. Hopefully this
water,
helps,
water,
and this
water.
gives you an idea. And this is just, you got to kind of use what you have in store.
These also we have pretty regularly. Like Nelson was saying, they had the smaller ones, but this doesn't have to be refrigerated until you open it. But if you use it all at once within a day or two, you shouldn't have to worry about refrigerating it.
And that's
But
kind
this
of
came through the dairy. The dairy.
Come
This came
through
through the food pantry at First Salvation Army.
but what you got to look at too, if you got like instant potatoes and you got stuff like that,
Yeah.
you can boil that up and make some potatoes and stuff for your family.
You have to boil it. If it's instant potatoes, you could probably just mix it up. And there you
Yeah,
go.
I don't know.
I don't think you'd have to have it hot.
But you can make stuff like that, even
Yeah.
if you don't have meat. You can throw some instant mashed potatoes
Yeah.
with the milk stuff, and you probably wouldn't have to worry about it going bad.
And the oats, you can just put milk or water and let them soak
Right.
for a while, and it softens them up. You don't even have to cook them.
Right. So, there you guys go. As always, thank you for watching. God bless you. May your weekend go good, or the week, whenever you're watching this. And always pray. Always let Jesus lead you. Let him be the source of your day. And walk through that valley with him, and never try to go alone, because that's when the devil comes after us the most.
Use your source.
God bless you guys. Until the next one. Say goodbye, darling.
Bye.
She's volunteered today. With
That's
that,
okay. I volunteered him last week when he was off at the pantry.
yeah, and then she threw rocks at me. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I don't think so. So
Maybe-
I don't remember that. What are you doing?
All right, guys.